So last month, my roommate Greg decided he needed a new hobby to bring us closer to nature, since his last attempt, urban mushroom farming, ended with us having to call poison control. This time, he was convinced that urban beekeeping was the way to go. I didn't think much of it, honestly. It just sounded like Greg wanted an excuse to buy a ridiculous hat with a mesh veil. He ordered a beginner's bee kit online and spent the weekend watching YouTube videos with titles like Be Your Own Boss and Hive Mindset. Everything seemed fine at first, except for the faint buzzing coming from the balcony and Greg's habit of referring to himself as the Queen. But on the third day, I came home to find Greg standing in the living room, swatting at the air with a spatula, while a gentle hum filled the apartment. Apparently, the bees had decided that their new hive was too mainstream and opted for open-concept living, which apparently meant colonizing our kitchen. Our neighbor Mrs. Dorsey poked her head in to borrow some sugar and left with 3 bees in her hair and a newfound respect for bear-proof windows. By day 5, we'd become the unofficial wildlife attraction of the neighborhood. Children gathered outside our window with binoculars, and our delivery guy started leaving packages at the end of the block. Greg attempted to wrangle the bees back with a trail of honey, but that just led to a sticky floor and a disappointing lack of bee compliance. In an attempt to lighten the mood, I hosted a bee movie marathon. But the real entertainment was watching Greg try to negotiate with the swarm like he was running a tiny, winged HOA meeting. After a week of living in what can only be described as a low-budget National Geographic special, we finally managed to coax the bees back onto the balcony with a combination of leftover jam and a surprisingly effective playlist of classical music. As a tribute to our ordeal and to warn future guests, we changed the Wi-Fi password to Honeycomb Sweet Home because if there's one thing this experience taught me, it's that nothing brings people together quite like a shared buzzword.